Hey guys, assalamualaikum, welcome back to my channel. In front of you there's a square red burger bun, yes, square one. And how cute does that look? I didn't show what spices I put into the lamb mixture, but I'll mention that as I go along later on. So first we're gonna cut up a red beetroot and slice it up. Oh, obviously it's gonna be red beetroot though. So we're gonna instead of grate it, we're gonna slice it with the slicer, and then we're gonna blend it using half a cup of warm water. How beautiful does that red look? Wow. Next we're gonna get a sieve like so, and we're gonna squeeze all the juice out of the beetroot, and it's gonna roughly give you about half a cup. Next we're going to add half a cup of warm milk, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 egg and 4 tablespoons of oil, and we're going to add half a tablespoon of dried instant yeast and half a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to mix it all in together. After mixing, we're going to leave it aside for 10 minutes for the yeast to do its job. After 10 minutes is over, we're going to gradually add 3.5 cups of bread flour or all-purpose flour and start mixing. Don't be putting it all in together. As soon as it starts getting thicker, we're going to get rid of the whisk and we're going to start mixing with our hands. It's easier that way. It's almost forming into a dough now, so we're going to transfer it from the bowl to a workplace or a chopping board if you've got any. Add bits of flours as necessary and start kneading for roughly about 8 to 10 minutes. Now we're going to roll it into a ball and then we're going to put it in an oil-based bowl. We're going to cover it up and then leave it to rest for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. After about an hour or so, as you can see, it's doubled in size, so we're going to press it and deflate all the air out. Now we're going to make it into a log shape and then we're going to start rolling it, like you would do when you're rolling for biscuits, cookies. Now we're going to cut off all the edges and make it nice and clean. Now we're going to place in an oven-proof tray and we're going to start cutting them into square pieces. I'm going to make 8 normal size burger buns out of this. And now we're going to cover it up for a further 30 minutes. Also, with the extra pieces we've cut off from the edges, I'm going to make another 3 or 4 buns from that, so it doesn't go to waste. Now to make the egg wash for the buns, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of milk and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And I'm going to mix that in thoroughly until the sugar has dissolved. After the 30 minutes are over, we're going to brush the buns with the egg mixture and sprinkle some black sesame seeds on top. And it's already looking so good. Look how bright that red is. And we're going to bang them inside a preheated oven, gas mark 180, for about 15 to 17 minutes. Now here we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to place it in the microwave and melt it. And we're going to brush them over the buns whilst they're still hot. So here I'm making the burgers, and it's going to be square shaped. I've got 1 kilo of lamb mix and half a kilo of chicken mix there. And the spices I've put in are 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1 tablespoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. I left it to marinate for about a couple of hours, and then I've banged them all inside the frying pan for it to be into a square shape. Got the buns out of the oven, and whilst they're still hot, we're going to brush them with the melted butter, and it adds a whole load of flavour to it. Now inside the same pan we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, and we're going to add some red onions to it and some mushrooms to it as well. Fry them for a few minutes until the mushrooms have gone soft, and also the onions, and we're going to add a bit of salt to it too. Now inside the burger I'm going to add my homemade peri sauce. You can add whatever sauce you like or whatever fillings you like, but I've added peri sauce. Next I'm going to add the fried onions and mushroom, then a slice of dairy cheese, and then the burger. And on top of that I'm going to be adding again onions and mushrooms. And on top of that I'm going to squeeze some cheese from the tube, and then use some lettuce as well. And my homemade sriracha sauce and some mayo. Guys, you can use whatever sauce you like, it's all your preference, and the fillings too, but this is what we like. And we're done. So guys, this tasted absolutely delicious, and look how good this looks. So hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, put a like button, share, subscribe, comment, and until next time, bye.